Hello everyone. So today I will be sharing daily practice worksheets for kids age 4 to 5 years old. But first let me introduce myself. I am Simarleen and this is my channel Sim School. So welcome here, and if you like my work, please do subscribe. Now on with the daily practice worksheets. Before I start, let me tell you that they are from lower difficulty level to higher difficulty level. So let's start. The first one is the missing letter worksheet. Here the child has to fill in the missing alphabet letters in the correct order. So for after A, I have left blank, which means the child will put B here. After D, I have left a blank, so the child will fill E here. After J, I have left blank, so the child will put K here. And you can always switch up the order of the blanks. Sometimes you can always take A as blank and then put B here, and you can do this worksheet with the lowercase letters as well and numbers as well. The next worksheet that I'm going to share with you, which is the second one, is circle the object that is big. So here the child will circle this big ball, here the child will circle the big star, and here the big flower, the big bar, and the big ice cream. Take whatever object you need to make here. There is no such thing as that you have to draw these only. You can change it up also, and you can always have more items. The third worksheet is count the number and write in the box. So there are 2 candles, so the child will write the number 2. There is 1 ball, the child will write the number 1 in the box. There are 4 carrots, 1, 2, 3, 4. The child will write the number 4. Make sure the child is counting. To help the child, you can also tell them to write the number on top of these objects, so that it's easier for them to think. Next is the fourth worksheet is a graphing worksheet. Here I have made an apple, a big apple. You can take any other object, and I have drawn some shapes in it. So I have a circle, a square, a rectangle, and a triangle. And here you would see I have written that the square has to be red, rectangle is blue, triangle will be green, and circle will be yellow. So the child has to count the shapes as to how many circles are there, and they will fill them in here and then color the graph. This is very good for graphing, and it will take your child some time to do this worksheet, and it is very good for logical reasoning and mathematics both. The fifth worksheet is how many sides. Here I have drawn the shapes and given 3 numbers below. The child has to count the number of sides. So here you can say that the child to write the number like 1, 2, and 3. So the child can color this part, like there are 3 sides in a triangle. Then in a square, 1, 2, 3, 4, the child will color 4. In a hexagon, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, the child will color 6. The next one, the sixth worksheet, is a very interesting worksheet. What floats, what sinks. Here I have made a cup that shows water in it, and I have written the word float on top to show the things that float on top of water, and sink I have written at the bottom to show the things that sink to the bottom of the water. Here I would suggest that not only do this one worksheet, you can also give your child a mug or some container in which they can put water. And the objects that I put here are common household objects that you can find easily, like a leaf. The child can actually put it in water and see if it floats or sinks, and then cut this thing out and paste it here. So the coin, if the child will put it in water, it will sink, and you can then have the child cut this out and put it here. So very interesting worksheet to teach the concept of floating and sinking. Then is the seventh one is the living and the non-living worksheet. Here I have made different objects. All the child has to do is identify which one is living and which one is non-living. So for example, tree is living, so the child will write L here. Ball is non-living, the child will write NL here. Here if the child is getting confused, for example things like clouds, because they will say the clouds do get bigger, that's when you can teach that the clouds don't need food and all that, so they are non-living, right? There could be things when they are confused, so that will be a teaching point for you. Then the 8th one is the happy tooth, sad tooth. This is one of my favorite ones, to teach kids not only how to sort but also some very healthy habits. A lot of kids crave sugar a lot, and here is where you can teach them why you should not have sugar a lot, because this gives them a visual of how our teeth feel when we eat sugary things versus when we eat healthy things. So here is the happy tooth. So if your child has to cut this out, Coke, and you will ask the child, do you think Coke will make your teeth happy or sad? So the child will put this in sad. An apple would make the tooth happy, so this will cut out and will be placed here. So, and always, even after the worksheet is done, you can refer back to it when your child wants something sugary to eat and you maybe don't want them to eat that. So you can always refer back, and children tend to learn more when they see a visual of something. Then is the 9th worksheet. This one is about middle sounds. So here I have taken a word bank where I have written rug, bug, cup, tub, jug, mug, bun and nut. They all have the same middle sound. So the child will put the word mug here, M-U-G. This also gives a lot of writing practice and also gives a practice of the middle sound of the word. So bug, B-U-G, tub, T-U-B, rug, R-U-G. Like this, the child will fill out the entire worksheet. And the last worksheet today, the 10th one, is say the word and color the beginning sound. So here is a pencil. You don't have to write the name of the object because that is something that child needs to say on their own because they are doing phonics and phonemic awareness. So here, pencil, the beginning sound is b, p or d. So the child will say the beginning sound is p and color this one. And then apple, what is the beginning sound? Is it a or k? So the child will color this one. And you can give many other objects to help the child identify the beginning sound. These worksheets are very, very helpful. Make sure your child is doing this over the summer break and let me know how it went. Thank you and see you next time.